I decided to make this video today for our close group so that we can discuss something serious and something need to be known. Okay, that's about the reciting of the mantra. Okay, so the reason we need to discuss this mantra is because it is a direct tool to develop the mind layer or mind elements. We know in the six core element, the minor element is the number 2 or layer 2. Okay, so what happens is that in your mind element you got this thinking, you got this intention, visualizations, and awareness. Now if the mind is not stable, you will keeping running loop with thinking on all different stuff. Okay, so mantra is a tools to develop a stability inside there so that it be able to manage a lot of stuff. Okay, and one very important fact is this: we always talk about mind, body, energy. Then we say, oh yeah, we're going to develop our body, we're going to develop our energy. Well, if the mind is not developed and unstable, you end up with like Bruce Lee, okay, or somebody else who is sex mania. Okay, so there will be like you can go either to the violent side or the sex side. Okay, because the body do not know how to handle the energy which is you keeping accumulate. Okay, in martial art training and so forth. So if we don't use the mantra as a tool to stabilize the mind or to develop the mind, we're going to run into issue. Okay, so mind, body, and energy, it is just the first 4 element, right? The body, the mind, the breathing, the chi, this 4 layer. Okay, so mantra actually, it is a tool. It is not something like it's religious. And sometimes, in different religions, like I have a lot of friends, Christian people and so forth, they always like to pull this thing into a Christian style, and it become really tough to accept because they become philosophical and so forth. And in fact, mantra is not like that. It is a technology. It's a high tech. Yeah. Okay. So that's why when people who is Christian who study about the 6 core element with me, I ask them to instead of going to go recite mantra, I say, okay, just recite Amin. Okay, actually if you check it, Amin in the ancient is, if I am not wrong, that if my memory is correct, Amin is Om. Like Om, like mantra Om, but when they translate it in German, they somehow it end up to be Amin. So I ask them to do that because that's in their prayer. Okay. However, as what I said, that this is technology. This is we need to put aside religious. Religious is some philosophy, some kind of belief, and so forth. This is a technology. It's like breathing, different way of breathing. You cannot coin or place a breathing exercise into religions, and then you get stuck. Okay. So there is 3 very important mantra in China, okay, or in Buddhism. Very important, extremely important. The first one is the seed of the mantra, the seed or the core of the mantra. It only has 3 syllables: Om, Ah, Hong. If you pronounce Om properly, Om, you will feel that the voice, the vibrations actually vibrate your head. Okay, Ah is your chest level. Hong is actually your dantian, lower dantian level. So by reciting with voice, okay, hong, you actually activate the chakra, open up the chakra. Okay, that is how you will transform the body, the breathing, the energy, and so forth. Okay, so hong is the first mantra. The second mantra is the mantra which is very very common, usually used, is Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay, Om Mani Padme Hum. Same thing. This is open up your seven chakra. Okay, and in fact, Om Mani Padme Hum is used in China in the ancient time. When somebody screw up their practice of Qigong, they use Om Mani Padme Hum to reset it. Okay, so this is important for healing. Om Mani Padme Hum. So in China, actually, Om Mani Padme Hum and the six healing sound, they both are six. One is about your chakra, handling the chakra system, the chakra energy system. The second one, the sixth healing sound, is handling the internal organs individually with the six sound and six organs. Okay. So these two is very important thing. The only thing issue for these two, the Om Hong and Om Mani Padme Hum, is one need to be a vegetarian, because the body, as we know, the six core element, you have all this interact with diets and everything, then your body, it is an energy interactions there. So Om Hong and Om Mani Padme Hum, usually people ask to be vegetarian to recite it. Okay, now that's the third mantra, is the Junti mantra. Junti mantra can be recited with vegetarian or non-vegetarian. So it is more a layman mantra, which is good for everyone. In history of China, you can find this type of mantra, or the Junti mantra is recited by everybody. Okay, so Buddhist or non-Buddhist and so forth. So the Junti mantra is actually, there's a long one and there's the heart of the mantra, and usually people recite the heart of the mantra, which is Om Zri Juli Junti Soha. Om Zri Juli Junti Soha. Remember that you have the same Om as Om Hong and Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay. So I want to leave these things with you guys. And if you know, and okay, that's the third thing is like when people recite Ami Tofo, like in the Shaolin. The Ami Tofo, the R of Ami Tofo is the second syllable of Om Hong, right? So they use Ami Tofo. So all these syllables have a significance in your handling the chakra, the breathing, and the body. Okay. So it is not just a sound; it is using the sound to influence the energy, the chakra, the energy, and the body, okay, and the mind. Okay, so this is the technology. Okay, now there's two types of or two ways to recite a mantra. One is you whisper without making noise. That is what you can use every day in every place. That is for stabilize the mind. Okay, less to the breathing and less influence to the chakra, but stabilize the mind and have stability. Okay. So the key for that is the heart has to recite it, the mouth, even though giving out no voice, and then using the ear to listen. So this is a feedback. Okay, this is the key important. So one can say just very minute move of the mouth to whisper and so forth. Okay, and the tongue moving a little bit. And the reason why the tongue have to move a little bit, the mouth move just slightly, or sometimes people don't move the mouth but move the tongue, It is because if one do not move anything but just close the mouth and recite it with the mind, it actually dissipates qi. So for a long term, like when people in meditation, when they meditate with the mantra, they sit down there for hours to just recite mantra, they're actually moving their tongue. They have to, otherwise they will drain their energy. Okay, so this is a rule. And as for the using the heart to recite and then the mouth recite and this ear, it is just like our Wing Chun Queen, right? You issue with your heart, okay, and then you look at your eyes tracking your fist, okay. So issue the arm from the heart and then tracking the arm with your eyes, like when you practice Yulim Ta. So this is the same thing. You